evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
A lawyer is an honest employment. So is mine. Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
I may venture to book it. For Tom Gag, £40.
I already have.
I know I'll save her from the transportation, but I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty hath brought more goods into our lock year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good
1,000
sportsman
pardons.
always lets the end part of his
My
life
apologies.
read the game
So sorry.
depends on. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellows to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, thine observation is right. We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions besides.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not bend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book it. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation. I can get more by her staying in.
Betty hath brought more goods into our lock here than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take it.
Woman that seduces all mankind, by her we first were taught our weakling arts. A very light to sweet, when both is born. It's us, our money is ours. Woman that seduces all mankind, by her we first were taught our
much courage or bloom in your cheek.
I make haste and use it, boy, and let me friends know where I intend. For I love to make them easy one way or other.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But all away, for 'tis a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to things in affliction.
But 'tis now high time to look about me for a decent execution against next session. I ain't a lazy rogue by whom one can get nothing till he's hanged. A register of the gang.
Once he gets to know the
Crook-fingered Jack. A year and a half in the service. Let me see how much...
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Calm, please!
Over there! That's the one that is... That man there! Seize him! That man was killed in the upper balcony.
Oh, my!
But I've done no wrong, I swear it! Search him. Any weapons? Nothing. We must keep looking. He must be in here somewhere.
I beg your pardon.
They find me.
Please! That's an opera!
Let us out! The man was killed down there!
Sir, try to remember.
Order! We must have order!
It happened
We
right
must
in that
leave
balcony.
at once!
What are those men doing?
Get her out. I'm staying where it's safe.
Order! Move! We must have order!
Hey!
I need to get out. Too close in here. I must get some air.
I think he will join us for the hunting on Saturday. He must finish his business with Major. But if he's Thursday,
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.